Welcome, listener, to another deep dive. Today, we're peeling back the layers on something incredibly common, yet surprisingly complex,
Hmm.
the gas station pump.
That's right.
Specifically, we're diving deep into Wayne fuel dispensers. We've got some great sources here that really reveal their, let's say, hidden depths, both
Hmm.
technically and strategically.
Absolutely. And our goal today really is to unpack how these machines, the ones you use maybe without even thinking, actually represent, well, a whole century of engineering
Right.
and innovation and some pretty smart business choices, too. You might actually be surprised by what goes into something so, ubiquitous.
Okay, let's get into it then. Our sources point to three main Wayne models right now. First up, the Ovation. Sounds pretty grand.
It is.
What makes it the premium one? Who's it really for?
The Ovation is definitely their top tier offering. It's aimed at stations that are really looking ahead, wanting to future-proof,
Okay.
and also maximize how they engage with customers. So think advanced payment systems, naturally, but also a really robust, kind of rugged build for durability.
Hmm. And the big thing is the large digital media screen. It's not just for prices. It can show ads, loyalty stuff, even the local weather forecast.
Ah, so it turns fueling into something more interactive.
Exactly. It can even be a new revenue stream for the station through those on-pump ads. It's got that future-forward security built in too, and flexibility.
Okay, so if Ovation is the Cadillac, the top end,
Yep.
what about retailers who maybe need something more cost effective for just standard fueling?
Right, that's where the Wayne Vista comes into play. It's much more value-driven. It's a real workhorse, actually. It's been reliably serving stations for, gosh, over a decade now.
A proven model, then.
Totally proven.
Yeah.
The Vista is all about dependable, economical performance for those standard fueling needs.
Hmm.
So ideal for retailers who are maybe more budget conscious, need solid function without all the bells and whistles of the media screen. Reliable performance, that's the key.
Got it. And then for those really busy spots, like maybe a truck stop, there's a high-speed model mentioned. Is that right?
Precisely.
How's that different?
Yeah.
Just faster? Essentially, yes. It's engineered specifically for rapid fuel delivery, places where time is absolutely critical.
Makes sense for trucks.
Exactly. Think about a commercial driver at a truck stop. Every minute counts. So this dispenser gives significantly faster flow rates. Plus, it's built tough, for that continuous heavy-duty use you get in high-volume locations. Quick turnaround, keeps things efficient.
These modern options are interesting, but they didn't just appear, right? Our sources really highlight Wayne's history, an impressive heritage going way back, 1907, I think.
That's right, over a century.
What does that history tell us about how they operate today?
Well, what's really fascinating about Wayne's history isn't just that they invented things, but that they fundamentally changed the whole fueling experience.
How so?
Okay, take the blending pump. Before that innovation, stations needed a separate pump, sometimes even a separate tank, for every single grade of fuel. Imagine the complexity.
Wow.
And then the electric pump, huge leap in safety and efficiency compared to the old hand crank ones. But maybe the biggest one we take for granted, pay-at pump.
Ah, yeah. Can't imagine life without it now.
Wayne pioneered that. And it wasn't just about convenience for us. It dramatically changed station workflow, traffic flow, staffing needs, just streamlined the whole transaction. So this legacy of solving these really core operational problems, that's kind of the DNA in their modern designs.
And speaking of modern design, security has got to be a massive concern today. All the different payment methods, cards, apps.
Oh, absolutely. Security is paramount.
So what's built into these dispensers, like the Ovation, to keep things safe?
Well, modern Wayne dispensers, especially the Ovation, they integrate EMV-compliant encrypted PIN pads, EPPs.
Okay, the chip readers and secure keypad.
Exactly. They encrypt your PIN and your card data right there at the source.
All right.
Meets all the current global security standards. It's crucial for preventing fraud, keeping data secure.
Right.
And, those big media panels we talked about, they're not just for ads. They also allow for clear branding, important security messages, so they enhance engagement and provide a secure interface. Convenience and security going hand in hand.
Okay, so with all these advanced features, this long history, what does it mean for a station owner thinking about an upgrade? Are there, like, hidden costs or bigger strategic things to consider beyond just the price of the pump itself?
That's a really important question because while a premium unit like the Ovation offers, cutting-edge features and maybe new revenue, it does come with a higher upfront cost.
Naturally.
But maybe more significantly, our sources point out that switching from older legacy pumps to something like an Ovation, Well, it often requires pretty substantial infrastructure work.
Like what kind of work?
We're talking potentially updating the point of sale system, the main computer running the station's transactions.
Okay, the POS.
Right. Plus, upgrading to the new EMV hardware if they haven't already, and sometimes even significant rewiring work. Our sources suggest this integration piece can add anywhere from, say, $50,000 to $70,000 to the total project cost.
Ouch. That's a big chunk of change on top of the pumps themselves.
It really can be.
Is there any way around that kind of major overhaul for retailers?
Well, the sources do mention that like kind and quality replacements are often an option. Meaning basically replacing existing parts with new equivalent ones instead of a full system upgrade. It can sometimes bypass those really extensive, costly upgrades unless, of course, there's a regulatory reason forcing the change, like mandatory EMV compliance or if there's actual structural damage.
So check what you really need first.
Exactly. The advice is always, really take a hard look at your station's current setup. What's your EMV status? What's the wiring like? Is your POS system compatible? You need to understand all that before committing to a big pump upgrade. It's about making a smart strategic choice for your specific business.
Okay, so wrapping this deep dive up then, it seems like if you're looking at Wayne, you've got some pretty clear choices depending on your needs.
Indeed. You'd likely choose the Ovation if you're prioritizing that top-tier tech, the media display, future readiness.
Right.
You'd go for the Vista if you need straightforward reliability and affordability.
The workhorse.
Exactly. And the high-speed model is the clear choice for those locations needing really fast, high-volume service. Each one fits a specific strategic niche.
What really stands out to you, though, is just how much tech and history and, frankly, strategic thinking goes into something as seemingly simple as a gas pump.
It is pretty amazing. Or maybe the question for our listener is, what other everyday objects are out there, things we barely notice, that might have a whole century of really complex engineering and innovation hiding just beneath the surface? Something to think about.